Welcome back, and let's build some trains. Let's make a line carrying sand to the silicon smelter and also some other stuff along the way. Let me get rid of this for now. Start with a first station right here. Let's make it a dry bulk station to pick up the sand. Also add auxiliary tracks. I will explain what I'm doing here in a little bit. And second station over here. We can actually get both industries with one station. Let's see where we want to place the track. Edit this a little bit. This game also features a fully customizable terrain, and while it is tied to the grid size, the height is actually not. So you can make smaller increments and create more detailed terrain. Train tracks, for example, require more gentle slope than roads. Let's see what this looks like without the forest. And make some tracks. Edit this a little bit and add a slope for the tracks. Let's make one more station over here, connected to the orchard. And one main track and one auxiliary track. The main track is basically the track that interacts with the station, where the train stops and picks up cargo. And auxiliary tracks are basically through tracks or switching tracks where the train doesn't actually have to stop. I've realized I actually haven't had music on this whole time. It's really quiet. So let's put on some music. Oh, wrong side. Connect this to the station. And we have one more stop. Let's continue the track from this side to the food processing. One more station. No auxiliary tracks. Let's see if there's a space. And make a bridge so we don't have to create a crossing. Create tracks on this side and connect it to the first station. Let's add a passing loop on this section because there is going to be multiple trains running here. And connect this side. Let's connect the depot to this side as well. And we basically have train route with 4 stations. Let's add some signals. Now, why I added those auxiliary tracks. Let's set those to switching tracks, and we'll use those to offload train cars when they're not needed. So let's create a train. It will load sand from the dredging site. So let's add some, let's say, open hoppers. And the other cargo that's going to be picked up is fruit and vegetables. So let's add some reefers. Make sure that the length is less than 8 tiles, since that's how long the station is. And go from the dredging site to the silicon smelter. And back to the dredging site, and finally to the canning plant. And actually that's not needed. Let's switch to custom orders to have more details. Add switching on this station. And make sure that the train has basically all the cars in this station. Let's go to the silicon smelter, unload, sell, and load. If you can, go back to the dredging site, do not load anything, but switch the open hoppers. And go to the canning plant and unload and sell. So let's start loading sand over here. And vegetables in this station. And let's start the train and see if it works. It will go over here, load the little bit of sand that is in the station. It will sell the sand to the silicon smelter and load vegetables. From the DJ vegetable farm, where all the DJs get their vegetables from, of course. Just to make sure. Now it will offload all the empty hoppers over here. And it will just take the reefers to the canning plant and sell all the vegetables. Just to see that it is selling the vegetables. And it will pick up the empty hoppers again and start loading sand. Now let's make a second train. But we'll change this, and instead of picking up the vegetables, we will switch this to none. We can delete this and have it go to the orchard station and back to the dredging site again and to the canning plant. Set this to switch the hoppers off again. And it should be it. So let's see. This is a relatively simple example, but it just shows you the idea of what you can do with this. Basically creating actual switching yards where you can switch entire cars and not actually load or unload any cargo into the station. And it sells the sand but doesn't load anything else. Goes to the orchard and picks up fruit. And that's it. We will make some more roads and tracks in the next episode.